So, panel members, a couple of questions for you. If you would, framing the immigration issue in the context of larger issues, economic growth and flexibility, domestic security, and business skills, and putting aside the illegal immigration issue, what do you think are the most important aspects of the aspects of reform for Hispanics? Ambassador, would you honor us with your answer?
Bob, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you, Senator, for your leadership. I have to agree that the issue of comprehensive immigration reform is one that cuts across all aspects of our nation and certainly includes the issue of economics and job creation and such. We can't ignore the fact that there are 12 million or thereabouts illegal undocumented workers in this country, and we're going to have to include that within the immigration reform. That will probably take some of the pressure off of our borders and allow the border to focus more on the criminality beyond illegal immigration to curtail the drug trade and other issues. I think the Bush administration and hopefully the Obama administration will deal with a temporary worker program that will allow for a legal, documented approach to low-skilled and medium-skilled workers so that these people do not have to live in the shadows of our economy. And if they stop living in the shadows of our economy, I think they will be more productive and more important consumers to our economy.
And obviously the economy and jobs are very, very important, but I think it is all connected to immigration reform. And as I sit here today, I am a son of a Mexican migrant field worker who crossed the border in '63 looking for an opportunity. And when he crossed the border, he says, "Mijo, there was two lines. There was the line for welfare and there was a line for a job. And thank me every day for getting in the job line, because now you are the Lieutenant Governor of the state of California." And I've got to say that comprehensive immigration reform is my passion. I think it is one of the most important issues, and I say that with all heart. And I'll start with this. I am not for amnesty, and I am not for the Ronald Reagan amnesty of 1986. I am for a temporary worker permit that allows people to come here on a temporary basis. And if you work here after 5 years and you've been a good temporary worker and there's no domestic violence call, there's no run-ins with the law, there is a process to get a green card just like my father got it. And I just share with you that after 10 years, I believe there ought to be a process that if you're a good temporary worker after 10 years, you have the right to apply to become a U.S. citizen in America, and hopefully your kids will be educated, you can move on and be prosperous, and it's the foundation. And I must tell you this, just before we go to Congressman Balat. One of my biggest challenges is, as Senator Cornyn talked about, is the Democrats putting everything on the Republicans. And that is something that is unconscionable, because at the end of the day, sometimes I feel that they don't want a comprehensive immigration reform because they want to continue to use it as a wedge issue to hurt Hispanic Republicans and hurt the Republican Party. And I'll say this with you too. I believe that my party hasn't done a good job of reaching out and working and getting the message out, because this notion of, I'll be very sincere, this 14th Amendment talk bothers me. This talk on not supporting the DREAM Act bothers me. We must come together and pass comprehensive immigration reform.